Hello and welcome back to John's Cozy Corner. We're playing Stardew Valley again. We're back. It's Stardew time. Yay. New day. Several days. Let's get into it. Like any civilized farmer, I wake up and water my plants. My lovely plants. I see there's a help wanted posting from Willie who wants me to catch 3 sunfish. So I do so. I go on the quest of fishing for sunfish. After I get done snooping through Lewis's house, just observing all the things he has. Why is the lost and found box in his house? You just own the monopoly on the lost and found, do you? Anyway, so I go fishing and I get some perfect catches because I'm amazing. And then I give the fish to Willie. Willie gives me some gold. Lovely. Willie, your shop's not open. What the heck? I guess I'll just put him in my box. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's going on? I want to go in the shed. Well, that's surely enough excitement for one Stardew day. Let's go on to the next. Oh wait, before I do that, I get literally added by the people on TV, which is just like, what? It appears there's a resident from Stardew Valley. How do you know where I'm watching? How do you know that? Anyway, I probably have a nightmare about it and then I wake up and I got stuff to do. We're busy farmers. Okay, so Marty shows up to my house bright early in the morning and drops off a cat. Basically, it's just like, hey, you want this cat? It's wandering about your farm, so I guess you should have it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll name it Ava. You can leave in the comments how much you like my cat, Ava. And wouldn't you know it, my parsnips are done. Let's collect my parsnips. I'm gonna put them in this nice little box and I'm gonna make a profit. Kind of. Apparently people are just having a blast flooding my mailbox with junk. So I start to head out and then I get a cutscene where Lewis is showing me an abandoned building. What an eyesore. Are you referring to me or the building, Lewis? Pick carefully. So Lewis goes on an old man rant about how the young folks are too glued to their TVs to care about the community. He's saying because of that, the community center has just gone to absolute chaos and disaster. And Joe Jamart wants to buy the land for a warehouse or something. And Lewis is about on the brink of letting that happen. Of course, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to turn this into something at some point, I'm sure. Oh, by the way, it seems Animal Crossing is not the only game where I'm schizo because I'm seeing little green creatures just wandering about. That's nice. Anyway, Lewis is so confused at my schizo behavior that he goes and has a snack. And then the game tells me, hey, you might want to check this out sometime. And I say, okay, how about right now? So I go back in and I see another little dude just hovering around this little scroll that's just hieroglyphics. I don't even know what this says. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I'll put that in the back pocket. But after I get done with that little adventure, I stop by Pierre's and pick up some new seeds to plant, some new plants. I get those all planted and watered and such. And then one of those little junk mail pieces that was in my mailbox was basically saying that some boulder was like taken away or something, and I guess that's where the location of the mines is. I've heard people say about the mines in this game. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just entering into this mine. There's this ore farming dude with like a cape and an eye patch and like really gray hair and a beard. He's the whole picture. He basically just gives me a deadly weapon and says, hey, if you survive, you can come join my club. Okay, got it? Okay, cool. So I get to work. It seems that if you progress 5 levels down, you get like an elevator checkpoint, and then you can come back to that and get your progress going from there on. And you just basically want to keep going further down, but it gets more complicated and more dangerous the further down you go. That's pretty cool. The only frustrating thing is that one of the ladders is just like random. It's either under a rock or sometimes you gotta kill an enemy, so you really have no idea how much energy you're gonna spend until you just don't know. You really don't know. Which I get it. You know, I get that. That's the mechanic of it. So I start exploring the mines. It's at this point in the game, right? I'm making a lot of developments in this video, and it's really starting to dawn on me how much I don't want to stop playing. Like, I'm actually just really enjoying myself. Like, there's a point when I was recording all of this, I really just wanted to keep playing, but then I knew I would have to sift through like over 3 hours of footage, and that would just be a mile-long video. So I have to pace myself, which is good. I feel like I should, because that keeps me wanting to get on more and feel more motivated to play. I am trying to like swap in between this and Animal Crossing every other video. I don't know if anyone's picked up on that, but that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, that's enough yapping out of me. We run into Abigail, so hi Abigail. Nice to meet you. I'm going to marry you one day, probably. And then I find Sebastian. I finally get to talk to this guy, and he basically said, why are you here, bro? And I'm like, okay, sorry, champ. I level up my farming, huge, and I level up my mining, and I sell my crops, big day. Guess what? There's somebody else at my doorstep this morning. It's Clint, and Clint is basically saying, hey, I know you were in the mines doing stuff. Here's something you can use to smelt your stuff. Also, I can help you upgrade your gear, so come give me a visit, champ. So I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, hey, did I mention I got a letter from a wizard? wizard. What? The town's local wizard sent me a letter in the mail. If he's a wizard, why is he sending me a letter? I'm sure he could find many other ways to communicate with me in a more magical way, in a more fun way. He could just teleport to my door, you know, like Clint did. But I digress. Let's water these plants and get a move on. Oh, I also make a scarecrow because the quest told me to do so, and so I did it. Then I just head back in the mines because it's fun. Honestly, I think it's fun to just kind of go through the mines. And I need to kill 10 slime to get accepted into the Adventurers Guild. So I obviously I go in there and I kill every last slime I see. I'm sure I'm covered in goo by the end of this. And I find a geode just randomly. I'm assuming these are kind of like fossils in Animal Crossing. You have to get them looked at and then you can donate them to basically the museum. It's very Animal Crossing like, which is totally cool because it helps me like understand it a bit better. But that's cool. Kind of just happened upon that naturally. But I get further enough along and I get some shoes. Look at that. So I come outside the mines and I see Abigail is just playing music and does not want to be disturbed because I can't talk with her even though I really want to. Am I basic? Am I a loser basic boy for having an interest in Abigail? I 100% am, but that's not going to stop me. We go back, we go to sleep, we level up our combat, it's a new day. And then when I wake up, I go on the hunt for this wizard, because I have no idea where bro is, so I gotta go find a wizard. A simple task. And as I'm exploring, trying to find said wizard, I find this strange woman in this strange cart, led by a very strange looking animal, who just has a lot of strange things to buy. It's just strange all around, so I'm just a little too intimidated to purchase anything at this particular moment. But right next door is the wizard's tower, because of course he has a tower. That's amazing. I love that. I love wizards. So I go meet the wizard, and the wizard basically says, "Hey, I know you, little bro. Welcome. The prophecy is foretold that you were supposed to I don't know. He's just saying stuff. But anyway, he kind of just says, "Hey, have you seen one of these little dudes before? No, you're not schizo. This is a real thing." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I've seen that." And then I tell him about the hieroglyphics scroll that was in the community center, and he literally just teleports to it. Why couldn't he have done that to introduce himself? I'm just not sure. And then he has me drink from this like poisonous cauldron. I just basically drink an entire forest, and I kind of have like a humongous trip episode. So he drugged the hell out of me, and I have no idea what's happening. Stardew, should I enjoy this? Is this a good trip, or is this a trip I really don't want to remember? I'm not sure. But anyway, I can speak the language of the little small creatures now, so I guess it all paid off in the end. Okay, cool. So now I have Clint basically find out what my little geodes are, and then I take him over to the library, museum, whatever the hell you want to call it, and I donate those things to Gunther, who just really has an astounding fit. Since I now speak the language, I thought I might as well go back into the community center and go see if there's anything I can do. I go back to that scroll. I can read it now, and there's something to do with these bundles. So I guess I have to donate very specific things for each category, like every season or something like that, and I get rewarded for doing so. Like I can repair a bridge. I don't really know what that means. I mean, I know what repairing a bridge means, but I don't know what that actually means in terms of the game. So a lot of question marks, but we're just figuring it out as we go along. So that's great. And then I stop by the Adventurers Guild, speak with some old people, and then head home, and that's about it for today's session. I really gotta say, I've been thoroughly enjoying my time playing Stardew Valley, and I hope it just continues to keep going. I don't know how long of a game Stardew is going to be for me. I hope it's a long time. I think it can really just be like hours and hours, like hundreds of hours. And you know what? So be it. I could use one of those in my life. But anyway, that'll about do it for me. Thank you so very, very much for watching today's video and all my videos. You guys have been really killing it with the support. Also, 200 subs, so let's go. Your support, your comments, and all that, it really does mean the world to me. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.